I'm good.
So
Man, during the recruiting process, I know there was a point where you were looking at other schools more than Florida State, but I remember last year the 7-on-7 thing that the coaches kept talking to you and they kept, they weren't just letting you go away. Did that mean a lot to you that they weren't just kind of giving up, and was that part of you coming back around?
yes, sir. Most definitely. Like most of the times when athletes drop their top schools and they don't include a school in it, that school like stops pursuing them. So like just showing just the commitment that Florida State showed, and how they showed me all throughout my whole process of them, like since before they offered me, and then after they offered me, just the commitment they showed me really just stood out to me.
Next will be Chris Nee from Noles 247.
Kind of following up on what Ira just asked you, in that process, obviously you weren't super interested at times in FSU, but what was the messaging from them to you during that time that led to what came about in December and your signing and the fact you ended up here?
Really just keep texting me, calling me, letting me know that they still want me, and like that they weren't basically weren't going to go away. So they just kept at me, and then towards the end of my process of me making my decision, when Coach Norvell had came up and he almost brought the whole staff. So and it's kind of different when like somebody tell you they want you, but it's a whole different subject when they actually show you. So just them showing up to my school and stuff like that really just impressed me and made a lasting impact on me.
Next will be Brennan Sedona from Noles 247.
Hey, Azareye'h, we just spoke to Sam McCall, and he said that you guys have gotten pretty close since arriving on campus. Did you know Sam pretty well before getting here? And I guess what has the relationship become like since you guys have arrived at FSU?
Yes, sir. So but before we got here, we talked here and there, but towards the end of my process is actually when we like built that bond, and then since we got here, we clicked since the first day. He had arrived. I saw him, and then Sam just energetic, and then me and him act just so like we know when to play around, but we also know when to be serious. So Sam most definitely my guy. So
we're back to Chris Nee.
You were stand out on both sides of the ball at Niceville. Do you have any plans to play offense here, or is it going to be defense and defense only?
Right now, I'll play wherever they want me at. It's my freshman year, so I'm really just trying to make my identity for the first year, not really trying to rush into things. So the offensive side, I don't know, but really just playing where the coaches will see me and feel like I'll fit best.
Next will be Austin Cox from Warchant.
Hey, Azareye'h, hope you're doing good, man. Talk about how Florida State kind of closed in the process late to get you to, sign with them, but you are an in-state guy. So what was the kind of reactions from your family and everything when you did decide to sign with Florida State and kind of stay a little closer to home?
Yes, sir. So throughout my whole process, I had instilled in my head that distance didn't matter and stuff like that. But toward then, I kind of realized that it kind of did matter because like the financial side of my family, just being far away from them, I feel like I wouldn't be able to live with myself knowing that my mom had to pay and stuff like that. And then just like me being far away from my mom, I feel like I wouldn't been able to handle it mentally, knowing like the financial sides and where it's supposed to be. So really just staying close to home and playing for Coach Norvell, and then what they showed me on that last visit before I made my decision is really what sparked my decision. So.
All right, next will be Matt Baker from the Tampa Bay Times.
Hey, Azareye'h, I'm sure you want to win like every player does. What did you see kind of on the field as you were looking at Florida State that gives you optimism that things can turn around and you can be a part of that?
So just like Sam said earlier, when like most teams, like when they lose, like they crumble. But when like Florida State, they started going downhill, you saw them all actually come together. So really just seeing that really just stood out to me, and it was something that I really wanted to be a part of. So.
All right, we'll go back to Vernon Seminoles.
You mentioned a minute ago that that last visit to Florida State really kind of sparked and I guess sealed the interest in Florida State. I guess what specifically was it about that visit that put FSU over the top and made you at ease, making this decision?
Yes, sir. So really just so Coach Norvell and the whole staff, they had came in and we just sat down and then Coach Norvell was really the one that was talking, and then just seeing the passion in his eyes, like you can tell when somebody just selling you dreams and stuff like that. But Coach Norvell, like you can see the passion and the love for the game that he has for the game and his players. So really just being in that atmosphere with him, like you could feel the energy and it was contagious. So that drew me in as well.
Go back to Austin Cox.
Just with Florida State started a few freshman DBs last year. How has everything gone with meshing with the rest of the guys in your position group so far, and getting to know them a little bit outside of just Sam and the other freshmen that you came in with?
Yes, sir. Coming in, they have took me under the wing, telling me some tips, giving me free game, and just working out with them in our lift groups and just interacting with them in the locker room. It's been pretty great.
This will be Perry from Tomahawk Nation.
How's it been adjusting to like the college lifestyle? Like, what was the first moment when you're like, oh wow, like I'm here? Was it seeing a Chick-fil-A like on the way to class? Like, what was that moment?
So my first day here, it was rough. I would say really just even though I'm not that far away from home, just being in the physical presence of home, really I was like missing it. I was homesick. But like as like the days went on, and then even to now, like I'm slowly adjusting. It's still not easy, but I understand in order to grow, some change has to occur. So I mean, but like the first week was rough, but now I'm kind of getting the hold of everything, especially with class, and then just trying to manage my time and not like and then prioritize like what's more important and what's not. And so yes, sir, it's been pretty smooth. So
we'll go back to Brendan Sano.
Who specifically, maybe there's multiple people who have been helpful in that transition to college. Is there anyone who's been helpful in guiding you a little bit?
So as you all know, you all probably know, I have two oldest brothers. So they actually played in college. And they actually just declared for the draft as well. So just them already going through this process. They like coached me up throughout the whole process. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decision. You can get all the info you need, or you may think you need, but at the end of the day, you have to make this decision, and it's your life. So but towards the end, it got kind of rough because I did not know where I was going. So but it's just crazy how God works, and everything comes a full circle around. So yes, sir.
Next will be Aslan Hajimani from Warchant.
Azareye'h, I didn't watch the full video about the schedule release with Coach Norvell in the recording studio. Were you in there? Are you gonna elbow in there for next year? Do you want to be able to lay down some bars?
No, sir, I was not in there.
All right, we'll go back to Austin.
Just with you're a guy that has really good size for not a guy coming in as a freshman, especially at your position. How can your height and your physical attributes help you to be a better defensive back?
Really, like me, I'm 6'3", but I move like I'm 5'10". Just matching up with tall, small guys, quick, and then long stride guys. Really, just I feel like my game will transfer over to the college level well. So yes, sir.
We'll go back to Brendan.
Kind of following up on that, are you going to start off your career at cornerback or at safety?
Like I said earlier, I don't know where they will want me to play, but I'm open to any options. I just want to get on the field and play to be honest, and showcase my talent as much as I can my freshman year. And whatever comes of that, it comes of that. I'll take it and roll with it.
Next will be Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
So I want to ask, you mentioned your brothers. What was that like growing up, having brothers who played football as well? Was it a very competitive household with you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. Growing up, it was very competitive. Every day we would argue about something. So really just seeing them play football, play college, and it's crazy how I'm here right now. So and it all came fast, but it was.
Next will be Tom Lang from Warchant.
Azareye'h, I'm curious your thoughts on the training program here at Florida State and how different it is to work out in college versus working out in high school.
It's very different. Like we do more stuff that like we hit different muscles and different stuff in our body that I've never hit before. In high school, it's just old school power cleans, bench, squat. But here we do stuff on the side and stuff like that. But so I would say like that aspect of workouts and stuff like that. So
Next will be Carter Carrolls from Tallahassee Democrat.
Azareye'h, kind of going back to talking about your brother, him playing at Georgia Tech, having a great career there. Just wondering what you may have learned from him from that experience, playing the ACC and playing at a high level. And also, have you talked to him yet about Florida State playing Georgia Tech this year?
Well, actually, both of my brothers actually played for Tech, Azareye'h. So, but I learned from Wayne and Azareye'h really, like, they just taught me to already prepare my mind but before I came to college, which I did, and that was a big help. Because I feel like if my mind wasn't there, then it would not have worked. Because so I would say just like the mind and mental aspect of it, because the physical gonna always be there, but if you don't have the mindset, if you don't have the work ethic, then nothing will work and you won't achieve anything. So them just instilling that in my brain really just helped me in the things they did at Tech. And then with my oldest brother, he actually was a grad transfer to play with my brother. And so both of them played together, which was crazy. But when he was at Florida A&M, which in Tallahassee, of course. But so I was already familiar with Tallahassee. And I feel like that played a big part in my decision as well. So.
All right. Thanks, Azareye'h.
Yeah, we good.
Recording stopped.